Hey guys, today we're going to go over lashes. I have a couple of different pairs. Magnetic versus glue. I will go ahead and say I've tried these out, and I am more of a fan of magnetic. Will also say that, good God, it is ridiculous to try to get off the magnetic liner. Have a good eye makeup remover. There is no way around this. Just so you know. There should be like a disclaimer. May have to rub off eyelid. But it stays. And with a good eye makeup remover, it does come off. So there is that. Okay. So I'm going to, I guess, kind of demonstrate. The magnetic lashes I got online, and they're Arishine? I know, it was like $25, I think, but they come with 5 pair. And because they're the magnetic lashes, they're reusable. You do have a variety of, do you just want a nice day look, or are we going for hooker glam? Anyway, I might do something in the middle. So for this, you're going to need to be able to at least kind of do liquid liner. There's really a way around this. Anyway, I just did a quick basic look. I left off any liner because I want you to actually be able to see this. So, and we're gonna do this eye for the magnetic liner, and we're gonna do this side for glue. So you'll be able to actually see one application versus another, see them side by side. Not that there's a whole lot of difference. The magnetic lashes sit very well, in my opinion, but so do glue lashes. So it really just depends on kind of what you're looking for. This stuff is a little thick. I prefer a felt tip liner, not a wand with a brush. It's harder for me, especially if I'm trying to do a wing. I just like the felt tip. And there is our liner. Ta-da! So you're going to want to let this sit and dry. The one thing I will say about the magnetic liner is that you literally pick it up and just poke it on. I mean, you may have to adjust, rearrange a little bit to get it how you want it, but it's ridiculously easy. And I used to have a whole issue with glued lashes. Placement especially, took me a while to find a glue that actually I thought held up well, that didn't just look caked on and clumped, but there's also a whole application process. With this, throw on a liner, man. Throw on a liner and throw on your lashes and you're good to go. And typically I wouldn't put on mascara. I got in a new mascara, so I was trying that out, which is why I have it on now. But we can always kind of maneuver around it because it's not a very strong mascara. So just for the sake of today, we're gonna go a little more than natural. I haven't trimmed these. Usually I always trim lashes. It's best to trim them. They fit better and they look better. So let's see if I can do this. We we're just going to literally plop them on. And there you have it. Magnetic lashes. And I mean, they're, of course, if you tug and pull at them, they're going to come off. But I mean, they're on. And I will say, glue usually irritates my eyes a little bit. So I've never been a huge false eyelash person for that reason. They look fantastic. I know girls that wear them every day. I'm going to pretend I don't know people who don't take them off at night because I think that's terrible. Of course, I'm also a huge component of always take off your makeup. Please wash your face. It's really important. But these are comfortable and there's no burning sensation. Now, if you have an issue with the liner, there could be some trouble there. But I really do, I like the comfort and the easiness of these. Because let's face it, we're not all going to get up super early in the morning and put on lashes or want to spend half an hour just on the eyelashes alone. I get it. We want quick, efficient, yet pretty. Nice meld there. Not bad. Definitely lifts up the eye a bit. So now we're going to get into glued lashes. A little bit more trickier. So I actually have these Battington lashes on hand. I have a few of them actually, even though I very seldom ever wear them. So with these, I have trimmed these actually, and that is the wrong side. You always want to know, usually there's a difference in lashes. There is a left side and a right side. Your left side is going to have shorter hairs, then you graduate to longer. Like I said, not all lashes are like this, so you do have to keep that in mind. Actually, no, I think I had it right. And sometimes it's just really hard to tell. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this. Yeah, that's right. So typically the first thing I'm going to do after I trim, because even if you do rewear them, you can clean them up a little bit, get the glue off. I just don't really wear these often. You can actually apply with a brush, or there's lash glue. The same thing with the liner. You can just, I don't like doing that with the glue. I guess you could if you want to. I put it directly on the rib of the lash. What you're going to want to do is focus a little bit more of a heavier glue at the ends. That's usually where it likes to lift up. Now this is the real fun part. So in order to keep the curve shape, I actually just kind of wiggle it back and forth as the glue starts to dry and get tacky. With the rib of the lash, usually for false lashes, and it depends on what kind they are. If they're just light wispy lashes, you're going to have a very dainty little rib. But if you have more full dramatic lashes, it's going to be a little more heavier. With the magnetic ones, I kind of like it because across the board they each have one little section of the magnet, so the rib's pretty decent, and I'm okay with that. Doesn't bother me. I know some people may just want the dainty, or if you're doing individual lashes. I don't think I've seen any individual lashes that are magnetic, but could always be that. So what you're looking for is for your glue to be tacky on the verge of almost being dry. You don't want to just stick wet glue onto your eyelid and then just, hold it there and hope it stays in place. It's not what we want. Usually on average, I'd say probably about, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, you should be good. So we're actually going to take our tweezers. To me, tweezers is easier. You can just use your hands. This clearly isn't working out. We're going to try this again. Like I said, with glue, it's a little bit more tricky. With placement, that's actually stuck in place. So it's not perfect. Whatever. In the event that you haven't lined it up, but your glue is already dry, I would literally just try to maybe, well, if it's completely out of place, you're gonna have to start over, which could result in messing up your eye makeup underneath. It could just be a really bad day. Usually when I go to glue it, I put the middle down where I need it, and then I go back and attach the ends. If any of the ends aren't sticking, you can actually put a little bit of glue in there and then try to just lay that down. That's actually worked and saved me a few times. But I mean, really, like, we weren't even fully done with this one and had to do a redo. Magnetic lashes. Boop. That's all you need. And I will say, for the price, for them to be reusable, that's really not bad. But see, I can already, my eye's starting to tear up a little because of the glue on this one. So this one, no issues. And I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. I'm just saying this is my personal preference. Is I like the magnetic lashes. It's easy. And sometimes easy just works. It makes sense. I do like the style of these Baddington lashes, but the magnetic ones do have ones with more oomph. When you go to take these off, sometimes it will pull the liner a bit with it. And I'm sure you guys may have seen, if you've used any kind of lashes before, that, you know, the little plastic has the little half circle shape, so you can stick them back on there to try to keep their shape. Well, on the glued lashes, you know, they just have the little stick section. My magnetic lashes here actually have a little magnetic strip to help kind of adhere and keep them in place. And I just think that's really cool. I mean, why wouldn't you want like a little tech with your makeup? Oh. These aren't ever far enough, but we just went like full Monty with these, and they're crooked. But I like how you can literally just pop them back on. As long as you're not pulling out the liner, you're good, dude. Ha! There. So it's not bad. And even the inner corners are usually my biggest pet peeve. It'll feel like something's being rubbed and raw. and I absolutely hate that feeling. So glued lashes usually always do that to me. They just always have. I guess I could probably trim them more, but then it looks off. Anyway, this is it. So one strip of liner versus glue. Have to let it kind of dry all the way. Have to work on placement. So I'm calling the Magic Lashes a win. Very much so. But that's it. Sometimes you just have to buy something to try it out. And it turns out that I think this was a decent enough investment. Even though I typically don't wear lashes, I might. Alright, well, I will see you guys later. Bye.